real solution to them is taking on the appearance of a pail of water. Yeah? That's how they have it rigged. You better get that pail of water. You don't go home and read Eckhart Tolle when they're kicking you out of your foreclosed house and you got 8 bottles of vodka there. Yeah? You call AA. You know? I mean, there is God playing here. And if your God is playing that, the only way you're going to have any sense of freedom is by doing something, and you're believing that, don't try to use this as a counter-belief. It won't. I don't believe it works. It's just best to say, okay, and meditate. And then the meditation will lead you to the flawedness of all systems of doing happen. I mean, really, the greatest value of seeking is it exhausts you at times. When you finally get so tired of seeking, you've run the whole gamut, then the system just implodes. It's just, all right, and then you got what you were hoping the books would bring you or whatever, but you got exactly what you were hoping the sitting in meditation would bring you by the exhaustion it produced. Yeah? It doesn't matter how it works. I mean, it's just, yeah? So like if I'm, if my car is broken down, I can't get to the next meeting. I don't start talking to myself, there is no car, there is no meeting. I just call a mechanic, yeah? And ask someone who I know who knows cars better than I do, hey, what's wrong with my car? They tell me, then do it or not do it. It doesn't matter, but I mean, you don't apply like a philosophy of this message to this place. It doesn't hold water. That's part and parcel of the problem. The message is just an invitation. It gets in there, and then it does something. Yeah? It's like infecting someone. Yeah? Then hopefully the infection is quote unquote a good one in your view, and you'll know it by the symptoms. Yeah? Like my friend is going through chemo, and she's now experiencing things she's never experienced before, and they are symptoms produced by the chemo. Yeah? So the same way, you hear this message, you start traveling lighter, those symptoms of traveling lighter is produced by entertaining, I'm not that. Yeah? Yeah. If it's working, entertain. You don't need, truth doesn't need to know truth. It already is so. You need to travel lighter here because you can travel heavy. That's why it's a good idea to entertain, hey, what's the source of all this heaviness? Yeah? Not you, not the way the world is, but how I view everything. Okay, well, where's all my viewing being dictated by or defined by? Well, a system called self-centeredness. What's the center of that system? You believe you're a long-lasting, independent, separate entity. So if I entertain I may not be that, what could possibly happen? The effects of the system could change. Yes, obviously. Okay. Hey, the effects of the system are changing. I'm on to something. That's what I wanted all along, but I wanted it for me. I realized for me is part of the system. To have it get better for me is part of the system that keeps the same effects occurring. Oh, okay, I'm not that. So I'm not going to be there when the party gets good? Exactly. You're not going to be there when the party gets good. Are you so much wanting to be there as this that you would rather live in a terrible party just to be special? Or would you just like to let go? And then, all right. An unclaimed life, that's great, may not be so exciting to your head. You maybe want to claim a lousy life so you can be right by it. The mind is a very strange thing, what it feels is valuable in that. But hopefully there's something in you that said, oh, enough's enough, put it down. Put the rock down. See what happens. You'll know it by the fruit. Yeah? I saw a lot of people I've seen over the years traveling, and a lot of them are traveling a lot lighter. And a lot of them don't know they're traveling a lot lighter, but I can sense it. They've dropped down so much. So much of the heaviness is dispersed. They still think their life is cloudy, but the clouds are very, very flimsy. You can see the sun right through them. Yeah? Where before it would be like a weather front. That's all that was real. Now there's a lot of light coming in their lives, even though things are crazy. Yes? And they haven't been doing much. They just entertain an idea. Actually, the doing has actually probably limited somewhat the effect. They may have read a lot of books, which is probably limiting it incredibly, because then they get a lot of concepts and stuff. But there's light coming in, yeah? And obviously the light is issued from here, actually. But there's a sense of light. You're onto something. What more? I mean, I don't care. Oh, did this come from Buddha? It's sort of like that. Who cares? I don't care if it came from the butcher from down the street. If it works, it works. It's not AA. It's not Buddhism. Okay, it's not Buddhism. Don't look into it. It's not this. Okay. Maybe it's not you. Okay. That thinks it should be Buddhism or AA or something. Who knows? So, yes. Oh yeah, we'll pass the hat. Man.